The final campaign to sink the Tirpitz took place nearly 80 years ago, but there are still living witnesses who can tell you what they saw, and they're not human. I was chasing down the sources on my video about the sinking of the Tirpitz when I came across this paper. Warfare Dendrochronology. Trees witness the deployment of the German battleship Tirpitz in Norway. And I'm just going to read it because they wrote it really well. War has an immediate and obvious effect on people and communities, but its impacts on local ecology can be more subtle. This paper shows how one military encounter in the Second World War has left a clear legacy in the northern forests of Norway, trackable more than 70 years later. We used annual growth rings of approximately 180 pine and 30 birch trees as witnesses of the deployment of the German battleship Tirpitz at the Kafjord. The Tirpitz was the target of several Allied air attacks, but the Kriegsmarine used artificial smoke consisting of chlorosulfonic acid and zinc hexachloroethane to hide the ship. These smokescreen actions through 1944 caused pine forests surrounding the Kafjord to exhibit a strong and unusual growth decline during the following year. Several defoliation and limited photosynthetic activity likely triggered this decline. The tree damage extended up to 4 kilometers away from Tirpitz. In the most extreme cases, growth was interrupted for 9 years. They go on to say that humans have been constantly making war with each other, and it's always had a negative environmental impact. Quote, ecological consequences can be generated during all 3 stages of war: preparation of war, war, and post-war activities, and environmental damage is generally accepted as unavoidable collateral damage, end quote. And they go on to list them. Ancient German warriors would start massive forest fires to fight the Romans, and of course the Romans adopted the tactics in return. Entire forests were destroyed during the battles of Ypres and Verdun, with massive uses of chemical weapons poisoning the soil to prevent them from recovering normally. In the 1940s, napalm was used to burn Greek rebels out of their mountain forests. And of course, during the Vietnam War, widespread use of chemical defoliants and fire were downright advertised as the humane alternative. I found this to be particularly poignant in the wake of the forensic architecture report of the environmental impact of the illegal overuse of tear gas by the Portland Police Department, to the extreme that pounds of tear gas runoff has poisoned local waterways.